send your man for na adwen kyerɛ omo e wo niema bi a me friend basic fixed items basic fixed items chese niema bi a wo ye den a wo fidua mu behia wo ho ana mo bebo sa aka ye den ya
a basic needs
obefa car
okay
car no e bi ye private car e bi so ye public car e trotro obefa nti we ye omo mu fa trotro na fe waba dan car obetua in fact ye gigi insemisa na data no so biti ono ane dan mu a ye ma no hwe comparative price I was community ho no say okay udan ya wutimi senka obi de mahan a ko beje sen bosome so we also had people who were staying in their own rent, accommodation of course but ye compute from the relative comparative price I ewo ho enti adan ka electricity adan nyamkania phone ya de bia ye we ye den obeto credit to be call insuo benu aduane na nkasa na afi wonu mu wo mankasa so mu car na ase moto no enti so hwa send your manfo adwene yo mu efasa basic fixed items yi hunie emu oha mu nchechemu aduonum miensa echiripo 9 ese ofa no car kobedi anase hyentuade a ewosoro high very high emu aduasa mienu echiripo miensa se eye eho ne ho eyara ena emu dunan echiripo miensa se ewo fom
okay
ti ahyentuade no so ka bomu a na ese fa kese no a oha mu chichemu aduonum miensa ese ahyentuade bo wo soro
okay
nti ade ba ko a wo ye den a onkonya ho e ahyentuade amanfo se ewo soro
do na ase ewo
soro na waba edan ka wo ye den a sabi onyuju a obeda edan ka no so emu oha mu chichemu aduanan nsia chiripo num se ewo soro
okay
na wo hwe ha se ya emu aduonum kuno chiripo nwotwe se eye ho an ho yara na wo ba ha se nso a emu aduonum miensa chiripo nson se ewo fom edan ka ti so fa dan ka no a otumi se wo mu se ye ho ne ho no ene mu se ewo fom no kwa se o ka mu mienu bomu a omubro ewo soro no so kakra
okay
but still no se ye fa obia ne die nko de ne dan ka so wo soro pa
all right to weigh comparatively to last year how will you say to say or compare
the last year so yeah the last year
okay ba be so we
nti we ne de se ne omanfo na adwenkyerɛ mu no nti ohwɛ sa table we so a obetimi select niema miensa bi a obetimi aka se omanfo no conclude say cost of living and say a car nipa bo na setene mu no e kosoro a na se wo de sa niema ya daily o rely on ibi na ejina so aye de a ene niema miensa pa e twe omanfo na setene mu din a ye no e twe akosoro na se e ma ye din a niema miensa wuntimi nyi mfrim e electricity emu 58.3% e na se omuntimi nyina waba food waba transport emu 53.4% say eno so yayi no waba ha 49.5 almost 50% plus 50% plus
okay
it is niema miensa we ena so hwe table we so a ane ebia say e wosoro aduane 47.7 aduane ene de aduane 44% ohwe ha se 43 na wo fom pa omo yusu omo ka na de omo de ne wo fom kakra kama but okay kan nyina bomu a 49.5 almost 50 more than 50 no metimi agina so de akase so man ni mu ayede na amanfo okase enema mu ayedin a sa miensa we
pa
adwuma penimfo e hye omonsa no so we ke kan omo ho e ma niema ba fo mo sa miensa we hu a e be affect the general cost of living
but Prof mamuso so omo ke come in what way because reality and I don't see quite be no betimi afa ke kan omo ho a e be ma sa niema we
Ghana nko na South Africa nko na ye wa wi a e bogu kwa
okay
so there's a relatively cheaper source of power but we rely on the expensive ones
okay
and na ye de na expensive a ma nyinam kane abo aye den ne kra no enye se bia obi tue nya so mfa so obi That's a conso gu kentemu.
Enyunugu.
Ugusu tia na no. Na yesi afraid be transmission losses. Yanua power na wie no anyinam ka ahode ne yanua wie no kra no. Ye di free fie de ba baby e ton no wodwom ho no kra no. Yes, e fa hwe agu.
Okay.
You get it. So we can, when the people in charge set up, they can do something about it. So na Ashanti ade ho nsem ne so no. Se ani abrena se se ebe ye bibia fa ho. Ye betimi ada ne ntimi ye bi fa ho. Kwan mu na hwe driver for so. Entumu wo union mpa. E na driver for obu passengers ana. Na sabe o driver ne car ho nsem no so ye wo minister. Ah ono so da no pa. And now be a pay. And if we want to bring the cost of public transport down,
we can.
We can.
Okay.
And now be free. Just enough for me so cry about Kumaska San Qua. Okabrani ko edumpa so besi wo tech. Ne ho na wasan for wasan si wo anaga junction san for wesi wo ha. Penny bia ni ho show mo so. Enti I'm saying say sa miensa we so call credit ni ade so. Openi Sam George na am say communication we no mo share nsa. If they also want to do something to help a year a bona e koso betimi aye. Enti adesua de e was at table no say yes omanfo no say niema e kosoro. But me person ka ye besan share bio say ye adwendwene ho no. Nanka ba form. Se be ba form a ani we no nyina ho hia ade. And so miensa as aban menani ko ho pa ebetimi amanye the maximum impact no public transport and as Ashanti ade electricity ye nyina mukania ho nsem and afi ye call credit and then ye internet and data ho nsem.
Okay,
see that is the lesson we can learn from here. Na afi yaba we ye didi ko average income and expenditure.
Okay.
Enti we ye niema bia ene ka odi ti e be hwe niema kakra bia nipa di ye di buru niema we nom.
Okay,
but I still call them very very basic idea obi adibi. For example, there you will spend on food. And for an average minimum household size of 3 to 5 say bia wo no oyere ene oba ba ko pe bi ne ho amona miensa wo sa fidua nim. In fact, Fidua, I told you this level data was household level data. Inti any Fidua the kasa ye obi one mo ye 1 member household on kwanete. Ebi ye 2, ebi ye 3. In fact, your household size are as big as 23.
Wow.
So say free upper east near the by the 8 regions no. Inti ebia odi NDC so about to be ko obi so Fidua no mu do so pa. But I'm doing this analysis only using an average household of 3 to 5.
Okay.
So what 3 to 5 when one spending on a aduane kura no now you are doing an average of 1,262 every month.
Bosumi bia aduane nko
best say meti hoyi me start here ya che kwabna. There was a time bia me draw paper me publish a paper be using my own cost of living.
Okay.
Adia sana medru fie no na ma family diary na ma hyehyɛ na ma transmit ko laptop so. Until I have a daily expenditure line and then me bo for DSA me to credit say me fa car say me hyehyɛ ni nyina gum da nya mi amfa fia bia me yare na me baby be yare na me yare be yare na no so na ma failure gum ti health column ho we column ye wie 365 days ni nyina no me can hear na me nyamira any bow na me bisa mo say eh enti many spend this
yes
not me say nyame hu ehu enti we do spend this say na dey ko bia beto no boase atro egu ho a anka dakro ehia wa ha bosum ya wi me so say very interesting na ka phone no bia dey abase me
I think we should do it.
Let's do it. Kwabna the reason why minya ya anka bia ebeko school kakra no I am a product of Mami a one school. I'm saying it very proudly and boastfully. I have to one school there, so they buy a professor. Minya yanka obia nye nimdefo. Just so you can be self-aware. People don't know things moving right around them. Right around them. Who disika pants who cry who nim sesa. Inti mesre dakro we the Kesman challenge.
You have Kesman challenge.
Wadaro mo be ye bia be ye nie pe be betimi there no. You can even put prices on it.
Of course.
And now they say or channel they say no ahye ni nyina kama.
Be bosome
na pe. Na fi ebiem.
Right.
Na fi ahese ne yeti. If you try, you are likely to get a minimum of 1,262 on food.
0.8 on food.
Yes, on food. Now wakosra, this is for an average household at the
3 to 5.
To be the door so bros hadia it can do at the end of this one must say be now near for. Yeah, can Diania Dean in Nenkwa about 100 cities, 200 cities. Obi kra lunch and kwa pay 500 cities in make on Timothy. 2 lunch the end of me will be didn't go but yeah, the free throw basic from the Shashem will be there was be there from the average way. That is it on foot. Then emo enye de bia na edi mo ba se ebusua bia mo dodo ye ba miensa kosi num ednua aduane anaso mu nua mo empre dumienu 12 bosumi bia o ma ni kura no mbedi 10 kg.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-5 kg bags in mienu.
Okay.
But here can mean say bi no de bro one bag. It depend on the size of your family and adi, but on the average Ghanaian small household 3 to 5 no omu ye 10 kg of rice every day. A car obebo ohuni either 147 Ghana cedi or 294 Ghana cedi. No about milk. So yeah, we see how tie the milk here aduane a. Bosumi bia when ni milk kra na nya tins no nketo no maku 8 and ase 16.
Okay.
For a month.
Until
be self-aware. Try and be self-aware. I feel and maybe I to milk so answer or the chef fridge my de we di asa. The next day be away ni milk. The next day be out toye. O se sin abo say where ni milk kra no. Nyam they ko do nsia.
Okay.
E wo bosumi bia mu. E ka bebo ho ni. Anwa o ya busu mo nsha da anya kese. 3 to 5 member householder. Where ni kra na nye 2 liters, 1 liter ni mienu. Obedi manasa bosome. Ebi mo de bebro sa. We are working with averages. What offer car? Public bus, trotro for no. Bosome, one more trotro ho kakra no. Nenye almost 500 cedi 488. Na Saudi no be kosra trotro de no. About 876 bosome bia. And that is for one more omo kwan a omo twa de bia no. Eye 20 kilometers.
Be 20.
Be 20 kilometers. Okay. Enti fanse so be free buakwa na nkawe na buakwa na eba nkawe wadodo ba so free nkawe na de embe wasen say ba fanse so free buakwa na afume so ho ba bi na eba you are likely to do about 11 kilometers to Edum and 12 kilometers to Edum and then another 12 kilometers back.
Okay.
We know what 24 kilometers every day.
Okay.
You fall within this range.
Okay.
Aya obi anfa pen ne paper nonsense ne de. Ye be has been challenging. Now if you waba omo use omo private car. So once ultimately try the same 20 kilometers a day no. Am for chabros me chabros tell there be a medasu okrom so not edu 30 kilometers. Me nyanko vie. Me ne kwabna de ya chabros. Na say o car no engine capacity ne nso about 1.5
no ye one more car nketi no.
Ketwano you are likely to spend about 1,696 on fuel. Up to 2,871 on fuel to do your movements in a month. How much do you spend on gas? Anya he kra no say household size no 3 to 5. No more time near aduane wo fia. When you so kra no be use 12.5 kilo gas cylinder no 1 cylinder a month.
Okay.
A man for the betimi less e mu de betimi aboso hu sika ne ahye wa ha no. Na afi wa wo han dan se koba se size ne nso abusua ne kakra bi miensa de kosi num. Na enu nti no mo han 2 bedroom accommodation a 2 bedroom accommodation wa mo ho kakra no na ye bosumi bia 562 to akosora ye 1,125.
Okay.
Meaning so be ka se bia mete no 2 bedroom kra ye 1,500 ana bibi. Ye share the average minimum. So also na akosrem ba bia na we western of for baby so omuso me de betimi akọ. The average is na ye share. Electricity. So mo ye miensa to num na mo te dan proportional 2 bedroom mu. Na mo use air conditioning so an average household. One to electricity cry na about 227 a month to 454 cedi a month. No about call credit. Wire call la bosome no ebetimi akosto e bia 140 ade na say 200 and bibi. Na if we aba nso de.
Okay.
Question me do aya me bisa ne say. Say we eye no kre na e bia wo de kra mpo soso sen ni America wo ha yi a. Say na ese e de ma bosome a ebetimi a contain sa expenditure. Because as for expenditure, we dear woody, you actually spend, but how much comes into your hand? I say, Timmy, take care of sir all this expenditure.
Wow.
That is the question.
Wow.
enti ye ko sika ye ba Ghana fo nsem bosome we ye income esura blue no eye won mu ye omadwuma
okay
onye accounts mo bia ono an ekwa adum koton ne niema na osesa ne niema ode niema ba fi on sheda nye accounts mo bia omu no emu beye ohamu chechemu aduonum nsia achipo nsia ena ni sika omunya bosome omutete omu kanyina afiri mu a less than 1,000 cities.
Less than 1,000
cities. Yeah, a new 1,000 cities.
Okay.
Saade ba besi. Emu beye ohamu aduasa ba ko achipo nsia at least omu sese omu sika nyina sika eba omu nsam between 1,000 to 2,000 bosome.
Okay.
Ebinom so dunkro achipo miensa so timinya be 2,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedi in that order. Mienu a mepese ye dia adwen gina so ye green color no and orange color.
Okay.
Green no ejina homa won mo ye aban adwuma. And orange color no ejina homa wo mo ye ankrankra bi adwuma. Obi na afa adwuma mu na wo ye adwuma na ma no. Ono otua o kabosome. Aketua no ade ba kwa ye hu ne se nhwehwemu no amana da di se generally so we aketua between 2,000 to 3,000 eba nipa nsem bosome no oyi omu a omuje sa aketua ya from 2,000 2,005 3,000 for no obehwe na private sector ne aban adwumayefo no omudodo no eboso na ye pe na ni aka nyina kwabena aban adwumayefo no for adwuma kro no a omunua private sector ni ye no aban adwumayefo na ketua wo soro esen private you know. In fact, me share raw data anymore with the exception of the mining sector. Almost all the other areas, many detailed analysis, but obviously you can see the mining sector for one day. Private sector for one was sourcing a buying a for. But we are not to almost all the sectors. Kameya say about you and one more muji busumi aketuya less than 1,000 and me data anyway now obi bisam say your name rim Ghana until be your busumi aketua ye tua less than 1,000
less than 1,000
and am see you ento ada jame na hwe enti no obehwe no na aban adwuma yefo a omuji less than 1,000 no musika nu apemba ko no oha munchiche munsia chepo nsia enso no obehwe for the same category of salary no 15.8 and the private sector
omodoso
enti obehwe no ekosa ahwe ha 13.1 aban adwumayefo abosome so ayetuo muka between 1,000 to 2,000 no omu yo ha munchechemu dumiensa chipo baako enso hwe sa sika kro no ano omomu private sector obi na afa omadwuma ma otuo muka no ni ha munchechemu aduanan mienu achipo mienu about 3 to 4 times about 3 times the nipa wa aban adwuma enti wo hwe mu so it cuts across enti ama yemebewi a enche bia mawie mewie a ensem po ba ko a me de begina so pa de awie ne se oba na ketua nsem a ka anase bon kese a da aban adwumayefo ne enti aban adwumayefo no kra na esu se omudie ni soi
na omo a mo yankran
na ankrankra adwumayefo a ye kasai abanfo de no wosoro 2 times 3 times higher than omu munya den.
I see.
Nti I will call on government ne obia o kan bi ewom say momi entena pro ho. Let's begin to say yes. Ankrankra adwuma ensha down for aban ho de. But who aban no wo na say create the enabling environment for the private sector to grow. So private sector know what that enabling environment na mpa anko be grow. Growth would have reflected in the salaries of the employees. Eti obi hanso nsa wom. I think say it doesn't have to be left for the private sector alone.
Okay.
Government and everybody interested must come together. Now one day we should deliberately address this gap. One day we should deliberately address this gap. Enti me born the talk about there na ne yahwe nyina awie no. You see, I cast a first quarter. I fear 2026 year a chair, 2026 year you me. But so many and say, Dick and a chair no. Ghana for whom a certain say at the same. Or how much a more dear 9 or train a chair ponsia. Essay a certain iodine. 48.65%.
Say asitimo
ayedin.
Okay.
Ohamu nchechemu aduasa miensa chirepo hwe ne num se eyara. Na ohamu nchechemu dun wotwe chirepo miensa se ewo fom. To hwe miensa nyina eyara ewo fom ene mu ayedin no a ohamu nchechemu aduana nwotwe chirepo nsia se emu ayedin. Ane enu emoro ohamu nchechemu aduonum. So we are not in the majority yet,
okay,
but we are getting close to the majority, and that for me is a cause for concern. Yes, alarming.
Okay, I
see. Alarming. Now, here's a graph we create there. A mantiase ne ba very well.
Okay.
Yellow one, orange one we know. Yes, last quarter of 2025.
That's the last
October,
3 months.
November, December. Sa October, November, December no. Na ohamu nchechemu aduosia nwotwe. Eche pon nwotwe say. Standard of living and cost of living no. Na ewo form.
That was just about 6 months ago.
Yes, 6 months ago. Na ewe no ma menkan say no mo dey to 2024 ho.
Okay.
No dey to 2024 ho dia. Ene na sa abre no mu no. Yesene 2024.
Okay.
And then ye try mu 2024 comparison na ye ba 2025 versus 2026 no. Atiaba 17.4.
That's a huge difference. Okay, yeah, that is comparative we need different.
Yes, comparative
different time frame.
Basis need different. But you see one thing with human assessment, they say nyame boy I referee. Enti ene no obi ka 2025 versus 2026 no a. Emfa ho ne abeka kire no kofo pɛ so.
Okay.
Obo bra na kɔ nanim.
Okay.
Nanim ye den wɔ nanim. Wo so twe na adwene kɔ akire ɔkɔ enye nyame ne oye ne sɛ da kro bi atwa mu ensan ma bio. Da ne twam pɛ na atwam. Enti message sɛ mpanimfo mi enhwɛ na yɛnka ne ye. Saa bre no na wɔn mo se ɔman ni mu ayɛ den no. Na yo ha mu nchichemu aduonu nwotwe chirepɔ mienu 28.2. Ene wo de toto ho a from last quarter report no be si ene die no. Sa 28.2 no afra koso akakogina 39.9.
Okay.
Tinya me hwene sɛ fa ne sɛ ahafo de kra na omunka omasem yi a wonum so se mu ayɛ den so foro kosoro. Ene ya ha na motivation ne wo. Ene da so ayɛ wa na sɛ amanfo mu de toto last quarter ho ene no emu ohamu nchichemu aduanan mienu achirepɔ nwotwe se o de toto December, October, November, December no ho a ensesan ya kase bia enyamaaye eno ye ohamu nchichemu aduanan mienu achirepɔ nwotwe.
Okay.
Enso o de toto 2024 ho a nanka miensa na se ohamu nchichemu miensa na se no. Enso se si mienu ohamu nchichemu aduanan mienu achirepɔ nwotwe se 2025 and 2026 last quarter, first quarter, you know, it remains the same. Difference beyond that memo. Wow. And you had the enkaya rechichre ma yen say 2025 to 2026 42.8 is say beyond that. But the point 2 points I say ma ye ko say 42.8 e kire yen say exercise for bia nyama na October, November, December na et say January, February, March no. Now one more say mo aye den na foro kosoro 39.9.
Wow.
And now we are at a stage, as at first quarter 2026, no, the state we are in is that aka difference me and sape and exist between omani mu a din any omani mu a
ayedin
enye et say that
okay I
okay
okay
and say ya nhwe ne ya stop bibi if the trend is moving from 28.2
to 39
to 39 point something. Na aha say no so no fall from 68.8 by 17, then this place is likely to suffer one day.
Wow.
And I'm therefore recommending say electricity, transport, and core credit along with the make kakra bi na me fa hwe you ye woniema bebre say empanimfo no emomani ko hono mu hwe but ye fa sa miensan we a na se me yes data we ya bie ma de ba. Those three can influence the possible outcomes of identity. I say here, say, in all, the perception that cost of living is lower compared to 2024 has fallen. Sa onwa no muka say cost of living 2024 deɛ no na ɛyɛ ɛsene 2025 deɛ no yɛ ɛsene 2024 no saa foɔ no so wote ate ɛfiri 68.8 aba 17.4 while that of high cost of living has risen wɔn mu a no mu sɛ emu ayɛ den no apagya by 11.7 points from 28.2 to 39.9 and I think say we are there ɛsɛ mpanimfoɔ hwɛ na ɔmo tu ho anamɔ nti nneɛma ka nyinaa tɔfa abɔ nie one yɛ kasa yi there exists only 3 percentage gap between citizens who see cost of living as high in 2026 and those who see it as same as 2025.
Okay, just 3
percentage points.
Wow.
And the gap between Sarpong. Number 2, last year 2025 we know more common. Now 68.8% of citizens perceive living conditions as low in 2025 compared to 2024. However, today, comparing end of year 2025 to first quarter 2026, only 17.4% of citizens perceive cost of living as low.
So and also
absolutely. Inti yehwe na yentu ho anamo. Ohwe ne etoso me na me say the top 3 items that are negatively affecting cost of living are the cost of electricity, the cost of public transport, and then the cost of core credit and internet. Ma cheche mo data ni mu dada.
Right.
Now to fabone ba ku bi nso ne say 58% of private sector workers receive salary less or equal to 2,000 Ghana cedi, as against 19.7% of workers in the public sector.
And also
machechirem. Wabra Ghana ketua ye de man krofo a obi na afọ madwumem. Emu oha mu chichemu aduonum nwotwe eji aketua bosome bia emmoro 2,000 no. Aban adwuma efo no de emu dunkron eche ponson pe energy aketua bi sei. Enti aban adwuma ye ni bi won ma etua ne ka 2,000. Private sector ni bi so etua ne ka 2,000. But one more etua ka 2,000 doors more private sector to.
Okay.
Ebro aban phone.
Okay.
And na me ka de senior mcheche mu earlier ne say the gap actually between is too much. Into here I say in fact for the same middle to low level manpower job i.e. to say be at the chere and na be a nursing adwuma ayeye obi ho no ma we degree or the child or private school obi so we degree or the child or buying school check omumi no aketua na hwade.
Okay.
I had check your menu aketua na hwade.
Okay.
Gap in the so to.
Right.
And the business on my we nursing pa and so our private hospital. And the business we nursing on our buying hospital.
Right.
I had check your mu aketua na ni hwade. And I'm saying say the private sector pays ankran my phone to the bia aketua na omu de ma no. Aya na ye 2 to 3 times less
than the public sector.
So
public sector did more mumiensa na
private sector energy. Aban ni aketua de man na ene mumien kan ye aban ni bia no was na aketua so no. In fact, one of my conclusions ne say aban adwumayefu private sector adwumayefu aka emu ohancheche mu aduasa pe eno mutimi dwemu moremu de kakra esie madabone. Be 70% intimi mfa bi nsie omukra no they live on borrowing. Ohwe pay slips so much bosia o sikada ho nankasa bi na eni ho. Enti no let's take very serious note of this. Me dem adwene mu a se ye befa ne serious a one day se ye sheda abo san komo ni ye ni ehwe kwan ye befa so a ane omu ya ankra adwuma for there, but we must also care for them. Eno na beti saa yi fiscal corruption ketenkete na ekrono ketenkete na beti so efiri so nipa na ketua so na sebe obeti saa nema na oye ne so. Then I say these findings should be of urgent concern to government and relevant stakeholders.
All right.
Enti Rakabna, we ye Ghana, your cost of living, your setting mu dia ya ye nemra ye, niama setting mu ya dia na ma ye mre, ya ketu ya enso yen, enema ye spende na so hwe nipa dodo ya eji 2,000 Ghana cedi. Na hwe expenditure lines ya ye keka ho asem ho no a. Say expenditure lines ne mu dia he pa na so kase wo free nipa mu aya obetimi aye ne wanya skadi aye ni nyina no asanso nya bi de asie. Ebeyedin.
Na so keka a friend is saying
keka aduane bom
food no kra ne
ubedu ha no no 2000
transport no kra bru 2000
eda ha obi the fancy obi okotrotro no mfo private car into where you had the na free kra ahankwa ya 2000 na afi waba ha another 2000 because 5
compare per average listen
and kese ukita 3000
be about 10000 basing
3000 ni audi wa hankwa na ye be 3000
one you get for 4000
na go nya 1000 bi e dey ato and we must get to that level as a country sebe ye be hu se ene wo ka say be ka say minimum wage no and the number 30 cedi na bibi nti fa say wo ye adwuma ye ntu akakra say etu aka 300 then na ye nhwe the expenditure on the burden on the person taking the 600 sebe so no kwampo nete neso se da krubi obedi 20 cedi a day kura bo so me 600 ntensan onum zo onto hwe on high dan onye hwe so ho nti mesese sa hwehwe mu ya me ye se buye yani na ma yetimi ye serious na ye dwendwene kwa ye befa so a ne ye pa adwuma ma ye manfo de ba sabi wo mo mutim nso so mbeja akro no ne bo ama Ghana sika so abanfa so na ese pe kwa bisu tuo mu kayi no mu so matimi ahwe so de ye adwuma de abo o man Ghana nti ye nkoye nim obi anya sika na owie because na ketua na nkasa no enso no
so obi si Ghana for magicians
obi anya ne nyonko na obu no because na ketua na nkasa enso no na afi cost of living nso ho ama ne bo amede ba ne se aban hwe ne yie because na ye kasa yi cost of living ne sorofo na efo ko man ni mu ya na ye din 48.2% 48.6% ena yeah so o de hane kra kabo mu a sabe still there will be a gap of about 3% gap between omomo say eye eni omomo say annoyed so 3% gap na abend do and hwe bedu bebi na ekosan ho so man ni mu koye den asense na man for na adwene nti ye de nasi form na ye ya Ghana be
Professor Sarpong
promise na mampani ne na ban maye no de obetimi aye no waye de ontimi nyeye no ontimi nyeye na wa me ehunu se ebi ye proud ebi nya proud nti ntempa de obetimi aye an so obeyi 11 na free ho anu de ntempa wayo na fe ose betting tax obeyi free ho anu so wayo na LGBT ne aka 24-hour economy and then ya nani pe hwe animu se edi nnuma beba na ebeboa nipa asetenam ene ade no eno no ntime mai LGBT crowd ami ati asese nya ne priority na afi wa promise ye se obema nkane aboa edi ana no so aba behim ti abeye asma Ghana for ha adwen papa utilities in general kane na nsuo ana bio nkwada suku kom aya ahomete ama awofo na no ya na chance no meka abaka so obidini nti ya na mempeneka conference of heads
of assistant senior secondary school
just headmaster for omu wo aban suku mu nyeza omu kwa setena no omu ka se sene aban no twetwene na ase ewo nkwada didie mu wo free SHS no ho no ha adwen nti amasuku no nyina atwape but monembe ya adwen se mrebi du ya irama ma ebontoa no o se teacher for no headmaster for no omo an be kodwom nti odisika no sisika no ewo ho e de be ma headmaster for no na se ne unya assistant headmaster na okura bag na kenten o se dien yo na kamunam dwom ti se bant medwom a na du tomato ru ahwa no atobi ne ehura tum na wafa maya nka ho na no ya twana ya kari na mama no owura tum na nyadoa ne tomato ne nkwansusa no no eno kra de o mane wo mekwan so mreda ne amakrum ya de babrew na manka to bag na headmaster na dan kon ho wa de akoto school adan ya ko feeding kwala sana o shebo headmaster for ni hu ne sa sikana ya de beba am ya feeding kwala ne ni ho so the man
and say education minister about bontia because say sa nyama ni nyina omaye omantimi nya ska dia mom nte sei sa to so dia no ho nsensem na ene wo ka ho asem ni ene ya the education minister about bontia because say omanya ska dia mom a omo edi kodi sa dwumadi no
Okay. Nti be bu sumi ni ana omunya sika ma wo na kwa na yede.
Ano de minti minchire.
Nti omunko free SHS ye ubu ada we fasting 1 month. Na the other month ni ama musika. Nyaza. Nti atutu sisi. Ti we ya be ye hwe ni mu bia the next 2 months bi. Ansana bi beba. But by and large, you see, on my dear, no kure wo mu ababia ntimi nye bibia asese owie na emum so ote akire na wo kan sembi na wo de sekuntumpo ana wani da ho sense ma meka nya de ametimi atu ho anamo na emum mepetumi anti na meka unya tumi ni wi a santansa ne di wachisa o ma ho nto
ti omutwa nkontompo na beje tumi no
oh na so say so ba ben mu LGBT wo san yen afi galamsey suansuo na aye oba with the AI osumiensa obesolve na into from agudie basa bio na de bebio sema hodo bebre ni asetena mu beye mre enne asetena mu mre wa me no yedi ho adanse just de ahomete kra ne se adwadifo yo si entohwe na busa ho se na sika no we a teacher for so what the teacher pay
me da so ye teacher ni
but that we teacher ni we so me na do na no o sika kem
da bi me de nkam da omo ye form foforo na
se mo de mo mpani ni mo de say ayi president Kufo ni president Kufo ado person ti mo de mo what did him na wo ma mo bro no wo ma anhunu Dr. Mahmoud Baumi amamu na mo me be di NDC for na ehuna mane so ti so me do nine na nurse for so sa
eno so sa
na anye bia wate ayi no ho asem ayi teacher allowance training teacher allowance
debi
ane nursing allowance alawano unte ho asem wampa
se obeka kire mi ya na metie
se na you kra na nkwa akatua na nkwe na allowance
anyway
akatua di pada sem fifiri afaka
and omo de
no
to say clearance na nkro ne ba na ministry mo clearance afi na omo age clearance say omo ka chom say beba
keodi ahun bi paint na bo asrewa ojeje ne ba na oyi na ni ato nche na sekan a yiwan so ni yiwan yedi yi kokose chitire ho ani tire ho amfuo no afi bia du ne yi pie pe na ntakrabo anyina adwane o ma ye bi pen a teacher for ye adwuma for over 3 years ene ade ekowi ase no mso betue mu ka 3 months am affect you bi o no de bibia utire na wa hura fam binum ye adwuma fie be me ensa ne adi eboa no afi aban first government of President Mahama o se 3 months pe no betua ampani ampa nkoda yi sun 3 months no tua na no am said na Akufo ado be so amamu enum na ye niam ayi na chese
legacy debt
so enti busume nine edu nine na asi afi no anya clearance na clearance no eno so ye the dollar na kwaji ana
o se she budget mu o se Ministry of Finance ne ma o makonya se the aban wusika sei ya wetwa to se de betua nti
she budget mu
abanya kase onye sika se de betua kade na ne na clearance na ba
okay nti just 2 budgets oba ye wa budget mi enu 1 ana plus 1 2 budget ni nyina no kabo mu omunya sika no omunya clearance
and no they can hold brief for them.
Oh, but because the way you treat it any aye hono. Nti abai betun ya kan tell me say the communication sika amount we try for the communication outfit. Ewo Jubilee House 78 million Ghana cedis. Says can you releasing coin? Eko. Nti omunya bi di ye omu communication eyo de ombe ye nyina. Nti a teacher for there omu hu hia. A teacher for there chese nya dia here sefata se omudidie so any nurse for because clearance nyamai hey adino
to the ohunu say omutro mutwa na say womo niam omo kan na ebubo womo because goodwill na sa
pepe na as goodwill no start say echipe away. Abra omuji afrasa unso omuji niema bebre tu. Sa digitalization sense omuji atu. Say digitalizing economy is part of economic development. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan na omu busa say digitalization ni ebedi. Ye ka banku ene dokuno asema how say digitalization. They were saying so. Na enye kontompo na no mutwa omunim pafe omunim faso a na wo digitalization no esan said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ya champion na odi animu ni ntino omugitum sa abre na bepeja no ene ofura aban mu afi no omugiatum sa gold for reserves eno o man ka say eye scam eye kontompo na aban no pese owia o man gold yetimi ye ya esebu gold be say about 36 metric tons.
Yeah.
Omo buy no mo de mienu bi beka ho.
Omo de enum na beka ho.
No mo yi dumo efiri mu.
Mo ye 32 and omo de ensia beka ho na ko do 38.
And omo yi mu fa. E de ko e. Ti omo de right no e de yinu tum no mo de benkum no eyi 18 ko e. Chese na no so kra wonim sa asem ho.
Asem ho ne de.
Na sa gold no 18 metric tons no mo ton ye. Omo ton ma hwan. Because as we speak, o koba ntuma dwo maami amen oton nya adoa ne ni nya adoa ba kentema ye beto nya onim customers e beto e
na so so nim de obeto e
na kwa nyenye ye dia wo maka kire wo nim na wo kan kire
pa cho menim
na fe na wo da
me si omunim
no omunim no mun kan kire e ame nyame no dia go do omun kwa dia
nya omu dia ye dia
anaye de Ghana mo so munya adwuma nte kanfa no matimi akoton ye japade a no kra ho mpupuye obi ante enti de kan hwan ne to gold no moton ma hwan moton no bo sei ne die enti na moton na omo ansem kan ne ade na ba akuduru se omu ton no 3,000 something dollars per ounce ana sabre no ne chese wiase nsoso ebo na e ko 5,000 to ton no 3,100 and something pounds no dollars per ounce no omuton no said September na eba bedru December no omu si omu san koto sa gold no back na omu koto no 5,500 asese wakoton ye japade 3,000 now busume kra afi mai wo so san koto sa de krona san babak wo kwa koto no difference wo me almost $1,500
some chese sa time no na ehu hia se wo se ye ton gold no nyesa Ghana esikasem no enyina ye eno mo toy no mo hu so ya afedi atoto ne ma ye nti yensa nkoto ye gold back eno mo koto nti situation bi na de bai
wujidi
tede abande abano no
osume miensa ntem ntimi yi nkonya ba ye for policy bia my no economic policy abebo ama o man ni sikasem agina de mudi mani esisu ani gold efise no de ukọ form ho ho ana masoma galamse fo so munkutu be bia umko ajaba mkoko kwa yentu ni yentu gold no famra ne ba ne begu ho a na time amopem akoton bi te moton no fofofo na boso miensa na masa akoto ade kro na abodin na sika na mfimfini de na wo ho wan ho na eko mabo manika oti ase sisi a o man yi utiri o ya na complain pe yes gold wasun yo ya yes gold na no na ye dollar bibi bia abekanu kane abo okosoro ye homete yes dollar kofom nkoda ntimi aduane suku charles fo eko kan se nkoda ni timi ni also dollar kofom enti solution ni mi ebo Ghana ha ye gold and dollar oti ase na se de o man maun ne de o ben japade e hyewonsa na wo to na toprese ya eye ni nyina Ghana fo hwe ka ho bi na eyi ne kofo
goodwill na kofo no
hwe sikani system no Bank of Ghana eye policy bi omu mopo a omu na FCA say excess liquidity on the capital
Canada so do the atwe bi akogu ba
na atwe nti atwe a say fantasy obotori se bi o so nti atwea ne aboa no ne de akogu banko omo de koy omo de ko
ansa wa akogu banko
akogu on ewo ho
ande minti
ha omo de koy me kire ba bi ewo yeti o ma mu ya mu me ni de ma chi
nti ewo hin sese
omo ji sikari free me ne ho no ye ho no ana omu this kind of man gold board. Equivalent of about $10 billion or so. Say omu nye no mfa nkoto to gold emre wo mu. Nti omu de ma gold board. Ana gold board ji sika no. Ana okoto to gold na nti gold no de buy no. Na Bank of Ghana ko carry gold no value a. Na che say sika be $214 million. Ehun gold mai.
Ehun gold na mai na say sika niam na ntoto yom de ye no ho ka no.
Ntoto ebe a.
Se o mo che say eye e car e wo ho sika no mo de ye gold no mo toto no. Operational cost.
Mr. Jai, ayi abidie wo di papa na oton bidie wo mo kire wo. Bidie car ma ye di free table bre no a ne bo ye sei otuaka oton no saa obe make sure say obeton bidie no obe nya ni sika na nya mfaso bidie wo
na just say faso wo so na we can to say car na de buy ho for car transportation costs any omombe yin loading costs ni na say for no na amount to her 240
bidie wura na me kan to ka say ya on transportation costs in free wo ka say o me of load no mo offload ka say yin free impo oya koyi wo mu a esesa ni ade no ne botto no kan nyina wo de ka ho still a wo nyamfaso on postu losses.
Omo chese we it says good no mo am is kind of faso we ye ho kana won say faso faso na mo de ma Bank of Ghana mo abo mo de ahwe a mo de atoto ma na ye sika sem ya kofo me a wo ka dollar
oh asma me no ka no yante be tresi ba bia excess liquidity ni akwa bia e ko dure ene de koye ye boaboa excess liquidity na no ye de ma gold board odi kodi dwaba ye no wa boka $214 million to start with. You hunu se kana
Bank of Ghana
say good board cow. Matisa Bank of Ghana for so mum passem that be anya umbenyamane. Enti finance minister onyenas ada so be pesika ndiaba. And now obetro say your debt or no books. Na Bank of Ghana do munye ready so mu ba absorb sa debt. Onte.
Ate.
What is that? And a meeting I make
okay, enti me say NDC abai o money any credit for anything good or my year.
Oh, ade metia mo credit.
Dia na o gidi say o mo buy o metimi aya.
Metia mo 3/10. Oh yes.
Dia na between 3% na dia no my year. 30% dia no my year, we mom start 30%.
Oh, sir, me base on o mo promise o mo make here. O mo promises on be levy a few. Oh my.
Okay.
On promises on be betting tax a free ho. Oh my. Na de hin bi. Kai me, o my bi papa bi.
Onya hwe.
Nti dollar me nim na me ken.
Dollar ni cedi a aba say dollar no ho de aba from cedi akosuri. Any inflation aba from to 3.4. Wo monya de.
Unim ehun sunsanso.
Ka kire me.
Sa cheap dollar na o market no. Ehun sunsanso ne say o promote importation. Every single dollar if free Ghana ha ekọ amanoni bia no you are promoting employment in the economic growth. E wo ba bia wo koto ne man. Now what they aba wo ha dumping. What be dump wo ha. That is the essence.
Okay.
Now you are killing exportation drive. If you say the odo abrobe afuo no oye abrobe no ene de oye we o export kwa amanone no ono no esan say dollar na ye cheap and so okono koje dollar na obaga na ha na obesesa e cheap nti ontimi meet production cost. So you are also crippling exportation. Egrofo a esu o memi ni nyuma
so does it mean say inflation the cost dollar no bono cost no better since cedi no ebe page ahoden be cost na any dollar na.
There is a balance.
Okay.
There must be equilibrium. When you say inflation, it is also a remedy to economic crisis.
Okay.
Say they said you will say I'm looking forward say na so man say ya no mo be na ibenya economic mali ana yare economic yare bia enu anu duro no ebe say go and devalue your currency. Devaluation, yes, of course. We currency is overvalued as against Niama we production and we export drive.
Okay.
Ordinarily, fundamental economics, we produce more. Now economy need grow. now we export more. Now we have more forex inflow. And now we currency no stabilize.
But here's the situation: you produce, you may import.
You import,
and then I'm situation I die.
Until opposite or stabilize the currency. Until a boabo sicano, no the akoto gold. War galam safe for no or you go to
galam safe for some tall small scale miners and you galam safe for.
And you we are not them. He for a galam safe for Tom gold. T or boabo no the gold now. No the gold no. I back it. See, no.
Okay.
What you say? Or flow to almost can't be also made. Almost auction dollars in the market. Now commercial banks in other toto. Now $1 na each. And that's what they are doing.
Okay.
And you're sustainable.
Okay.
Fine. You can do half. You promote. I will not say what they when you see one commodity so and now one product so. Now and no ne economy fapem. They said this is here. You near see go do see. The beba say maybe beba na gold born one here na kofo and now demand for gold no na e be a kofo and now say senior ye two ni speed it gold e finite and then you two gold have two maybe beba yentimi to help you this is a jump ko baby fufu it said ye ni enyem nwanwa say mfie mienu ansa na NDC mfra ba mu no wan hwe ye
gold organizer
that be jubilee this is omutu the old jubilee no now that's your 200 you to your baby amanisa nya wana beka.
I see.
So anti no your friend no Dutch disease to some extent resource scarce. Anti natural resource management basically it tells you say you need to diversify the scope. Anti wo ye we no nanka wo boost agriculture.
Okay,
na agribusiness.
Come on there and campaign alternatively to help the economy because ya bomb so bo some na masa economy no enti na nei amaga na almost eye de omo ye ya se be economy betime gina yi.
Kwamra na time anu omo say economy na say na me to light kania me to 100 cedis ya na bi atimi twa bebo some and then we see economy na ye we see inflation here 3 whatever
3.4 now
me talk an 100 cedis in 3 days na sa minim say also experience they say nsuoka ekosoro and then sisia mo see economy na ye cocoa farmer na ye man 3,100 and economy na no 3,100 per bag now ultimate cement bag ya hodo se wo na mo see ye no mama no 2,500 no kura mutimi tuaka so sisia mo see economy no eye no na me free kufuado pencil me free nkran ba kumase airplane na me 998 Ghana cedis a chire the call 1,100 na me de aba ene 2,800 2,600 na economy near and sana mafa plane at the aba kumase enkran ana kumase so what is it and it say economy near and here for pa na nya ho mfaso na ye do no de ye hu na manisa because for the first time in the history of Ghana time I run junk economy now the so called omukano kwani ya abanya ne kaka prebada sika bia se fata no de man and no mo ko share kurafo kutupa ko share o machi say aban ni tiri more thing president no o ma 3,100 na me moto aba ma me ma mo 6,000 wo ba abam na wo ye crocro the john afi de what is so about 2,500 na ka jane sai no wasan so many pa say o mu konkura na se ho na no o mu ko ya o mu ko preach say 2,500 a year pa che 3,100 na dano na me ya makrum se na me ho pa nka mekeka bi a kire mo ba wo be ka kire me say 2,500 a year pa che 3,100 simply because wo abemunti.
I see.
So enti say economy ne ya the Ghana ni ordinary Ghanaian or hwan say it should reflect how ya brabo ni asitinem economy ne ye ana papa ndi say education minister Osi afena.
Haruna Idris.
Osi afena wa ya no anya nkwala no su.
Onye
sika.
Onye sika no dia.
Wa brem na say odi aye. Finance minister na no obekan. Nim se abosumi bakwa wi obesan bekan. Ose bosome no so a gisa aban kobo bosia 17 billion cedis. And san wotimi atua aban adwuma efoka. Now, no, Bank of Ghana pushed to 44 billion cedis loss.
Bank of Ghana is 15.6.
Oh, I've Omaji at 44. No? Update your records. Because he's abreast with the information.
Okay.
Data any BBI also
omojitum so my friends go for person on modem rabi buy say there are some costs more calculated the total cost ya franka ho teno na mo ko fa ya mo de abeka ho ani akodu 44 yi mo de gold de no kora ni amoton ya ni nyina abeka
ko fa de he
say your more operational costs e honum na e other costs e honum the cost wo honum a according to accounting standards any ni ma wo Ghana ha no e che say eno no yemfa embeka kana ya kase Bank of Ghana abono
na ne ko kan de
no ye custom ye mfa operation na se for na kam
na fete sam
leko actual cost no mo ko mo de se mo so mo ka be 60 million a year mo ko kan mo de mo so mo kan
enya no kresi aboka bia dabi o aboka $44 billion.
Okay.
You see me de ha me ne se no kre se na wait na se na wait ya wo opposition a onfa nkoya asem nka.
Okay.
Na onfa nkoji tumi na aba ba mu wi afi na wa ba be kire yen se na tie na mo ohun ne dabai ote ase dabai se wo enti ye de enim ne se eye kwakuya nan se they say economy na omo running na wo ye ne saa da kru bi na wakose kona afi oje ohun ba bia anyi ho ana economic problem ebeba no troto ho economic problem ebeba no solution wo mu anse e be kan say go and devalue your currency.
See o shem komo na say a prediction per what is happening no and as all your prophet of doom, which one of them should I take?
That Enfamubia.
We mentioned to America to
a basic principle.
Okay.
Devaluation, a economic solution.
Solution to a problem.
Okay. And to problem now we create.
Kasa Nay a year 12 of a May. Honorable Dr. Lawyer Kwabena Kufu. A Kasa near me ya NDC 4 year. Someone says, a bedroom rebino, Ghana, a bed devalue a currency.
That's the point.
Okay.
Now, in real terms, and they do know, and this is for they do know, and economists, neutrals, normally are doing now, the real value of the city is about 14 cities.
That's the real value.
That's the real value.
Yes,
that is where you attain some level of equilibrium.
Okay.
14
and find a level.
That is the management.
Okay.
And you know, we find a finding level. Until that time, they say obey subvention, and now say obey cuisine, and now just obey a cry. And you're limited.
Okay.
And your PE said the wholesale now omiyan. Said they no omiyan. Now that could have come to 6 cities per 1 city. I know omiyan sir, because you are killing the economy slowly. The more dollar no, CD no, and more day no, a $10 more than you might be to say cocoa board a sofa.
Okay.
More than you might be to say GRE, Ghana Revenue Authority. They suffer.
Okay.
In terms of revenue.
Okay.
So what that negative effect, you know. I don't know almost the Boapa, Akofa, the Biaba, AI, and Nona, a port, as you say, just say, importers, Umu, na, Cuba could be a man for no to me. What I say, woman, woman, Copim said, ne AI, until or no costume, in a country, or media, Yamina me you, na AI, no, in any partner chef, the China, o me and the Fluma. What I say, Yɛwura Akufo-Addo pɛn so container nneɛma na utua 60,000 Ghana cedis no ɛnɛ utua 180,000 if so ɛyɛ ne deɛ ɔno BBI times 3
nti saa na akɔyɛ
nti yɛkɔ yana yɛbae a say agriculture private sector yato wɔn asawra obisa question bi ma menyi wa no wosi nkɛyɛ yɛn adeɛ ne nkɛbɛ da meba me de manifesto ne beba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say senior near me dear go akwan economy no your pese a salary bounce hwie be within a year ebe ginane naso e ginane naso a government expenditure tio government expenditure ya beti so na ya mob up sa excess liquidity ya boano a yebenya ba be 30 billion Ghana cedis sa sika no o de bema private sector you be invest your private sector na private sector for no use say sika no dey expand wo businesses no matimi afa nkola more and nipa more e wa adwuma na fe export drive no so akosoro until the target was the agri business point what you say we could have done that because NDC for can say Ghana 14% unemployment rate. Now, omunti be that we ask Mr. Check rate in mam say.
So I think so it's gone somewhere around 30 something.
Huh?
Yeah.
30. Now the inflation neighbor from on by phone be.
Okay.
Until say unemployment rate no until say be ever form no the dollar ever form inflation ever form why then be ever form on the unemployment rate no until because they have no clue that nipa that mabunu emma won form so fele say tro adwuma wo pe na sign na fa phone number ka ho na akoda no nkoto aba mam wato amam rating is
34 has reached
34%.
34
as against Akufo-Addo time 14%.
we according to Fitch Solutions.
Okay. Enti mabunu mutie mi o se ba ko I want nyom ne de se praise come me
sepru
na o mi ya
John Mahama
da bi na men
na de on de o mpe
da bi no mo de we na so 11311 133 adwuma ba ko adwuma ba ko nipa mi san 3 shift away scam of the decade. Scam, complete scam.
We see 24-hour economy market. We see we could cut it so do man can see a friend saying man can see mchenho.
NTKOD. Omu wie man can see 24-hour economy na. Wo obekwa koye adwuma wo ho. No past 6 now upon 4 now Professor Samantha Kansa waba
Sarpong
Professor Sarpong waba
me hu no
okay no so akwaye adwuma wo ho from example 2 o'clock to 8 6 na me kwam na kokofu na matro so ahemra chen e wo mankasi market.
It depends on what is being sold and the demand
I mean just say sa no mu ni Ghana for kan nko be kwakotro aba mo ye catch them said the bedrock no one district one factory no any challenges no any how mum as a nation mum yenhwe sana Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan or say yes ye the initiative be by ye the policy be by yen ka say etimi article of fully but challenges in a woman the next government of NPP and no Mahmoud Bawumia obehwe ni ahihye ni ye ni ahihye ni ama private sector no emu ayedu na because ye nim factory a kumfi factory ye nim say kumfi factory wo we more 24-hour economy so or run it shift production dada other one district one factory here no ha boat ne spanner factory wo kuma se ha omo run wo shift dada poultry farmers omo ye no mu address bets now omo do omo kwai omo run omo shift dada ye tikrom ha omam ha no man tiase na timber market koso ha timber firms abeko nyina omo run 3 shift o kra de wa be ma ayi KBL, Star Beer, and the Golda. Star and Golda, they are paper.
Be that.
Okay.
Honorable.
No, almost running, almost shift to Dada. Dada. We are seeing now economies now. Over corner ye Juma na Joni Ahimrachi ni adi. Enya will be policy be our ye. A demand driven.
Okay.
And a demand. Here now ye become production line until we are until near Sadi enya three production line say. That is it. Now you think must say your policy Mondebeba. Affair what's the Ukusi market. Now a hifa. Now, we just separate. We can't say 24-hour economy. A market in Umgozi.
That's the $1 million question, Doctor. My MPP so nafi.
Oh, it's getting a hanke. Oman Musabdos.
Who here?
Banya,
so far, Becca said, Nemeko Yeri, my party. My house, a year standing committees, a hodo at the Abba. And I'm more particular about the 4 aspirants now. I'm co-chair of various committees. Dr. Educhum and Friends Education, Udwani Chamber and Champion Defense and Interior, Kwabreje Japan, the other aspect of engineering works in for roads and for no and now I Honorable Kennedy, and also employment for. What will you say to this? Any committees? Among from this aspect, Baby Abab Tiabeka say, it may change the dynamics of opposition parties, warm orientation and thinking. Well,
the rebuilding and refocusing of the party process, it's not an event. It does not end with listening at the Aban. Okay. Niema, it be go it be take you off. I would say it's early days yet, but a good initiative, a bold step. The flag bearer has indicated, say, or no, be a juma. A one step, I will take it by inviting all others, particularly Omicron no Isiaka, said they were coming. It's in good spirit. Bempire Bonnie said, Yanoma, Yatun Saffron, so be Yatumu Akumapem, as I know. Na Unyana Ben, na. Terms of reference must be clear. Me oma medjuma ana ubom dinisa oma medjuma bi na emu ana ho na menim se we na meye na sei na ebekwa akɔwie na hodin sei na mede wuram ana na kade ani se sika bi na behia se de ya na etise ne a sebe wa fa me bade pa asem kodo afu na wa ma me sekan na oso a wa ma bisi ensimechi so obeba no na you know okware na da ho da ho. So we don't want it that way, and I know said that will not happen. And one good thing, flag bearer and thinking through, now innovatively, what initiative sir both step. And another thing say, one ya extended sir only branch, and this our invitation. Also be jatum, as sir fena logistics, and in the may be here. See the bay man and so be available. Okay. Now, and say yabo dini yamu ejuma now so. No, and no, it should not happen. Okay. And I will congratulate the flag bearer and then the colleagues are normal, you know, for having gone through this. As New Patriotic Party, my or from here, the area say, and I'm to be a dinkabum beba. The assume beba nafi, you be hearing him talking. He have provided the needed alternatives to the NDC government because your father agriculture, we should be able to understand the situation. A dear and under Jacob for a year, legacy is Benny Jai, and now near my year I saw Ghana for any. Let you go for that. And the Kufuado, a day in a year I saw Ghana for any. So therefore, Bahumia coming in, a DNA, they were so DNA be ye free now a bit me a pity NDC for on the record, on the face of the record. That is all. Because Yapurian Poo, a memorial no governance and a competition. NDC for one to make us say, why a bonny way, money I fine, more than way of Monica Soto. Yeah, we are looking at the good. Good way up my ye good, and I perceive a good a chance. We are not be looking at
the negatives.
And compete with you on the negatives. We won't do that.
Okay.
So
to measure the positives, no matter
positives, we remain very focused because it's CCI. You're the free SHS buy. And the Kufuado, a smooth, Nkofo can want some challenges. Omo can send be prepared, any say, and a mobile, and I don't know, ADK and a kofo. So clearly, we are looking at it and watching to see. Dear in say a bad bemubiwa, a bit me a ya, a bema, I will for one in how, a bema minor casasso, the common kobupi, now a disnia for no, one extra dear, any teacher for extra dear, almost so one in how. These are the things that Sir Numakui committees in will be looking at. No matter. You can't agree business as me any other. A binomaka say banching, or banching. See me any alcohol, said the maybe under Jacob for. Na Sakas starch project,
presidential initiative.
Yes. It me and home this time round be na yashen to train bit me a and no one can generate so much revenue by way of forest and I feel accrete employment baby. Similar other things. Say my door cashew. Soon the day a bang by in the minim say no so apana ISO. Baby, koye na be a hontansa at cashew farmers. He say cashew farmers shouldn't. Boa no munyano. I'm say a swati bear 3 times or 3 folds. As he say, no bear then yet me develop cashew market. No bear then yet me a value addition.
Okay.
As I say, you didn't feed ye be ba. I see your technology be now you pass it through the value chain. Now a create employment. Now in they say enhance the value of the product for export nominally. Nina there new patriotic party sitting back a bit me ahwenia nina. Do mo bia any mistake he say sa one day one f. It remains a baby child. You go back, sit down, look at it. He na pitfalls no. Because we still believe strongly said the private sector has
the engine.
That's the point. Yeah. They have the capacity and the and Akufo-Addo's government bequeathed to Ghana a very, very important law. Law sumienu, if you should ask me.
Okay.
Mramienu, Bako a PPP Act, Act 1039 of 2020, Public-Private Partnership Act, where Ankrankwe Ewosika now owonim die now all the leverage on government or public institution no makambo muna ya generate project and I generate venture ebetimi ama employment aba ebetimi ama sika aba na aban dwumakuo no benya ne chefa na private sector no so benya ne chefa na aboama economy na expanding a very, very laudable idea. Nunti na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say more perhaps excess liquidity no. Na ye cut expenditure near about 30 billion cedis a year. Now or the private sector now. Then they will be using the PPP law to enter into agreement with state institutions. Now, OMA-SI expansion. So it's an integrated approach of economic dimensions.
Okay.
NEPBBR. Another law, Iru Akufo-Addo Jama Ghana for a year. EP Act, Act 1124 of 2025. That's Environmental Protection Act. And known as our Environmental Protection Authority. And what this act, the INSA, Act na me so me koto so adwuma mu no na EPA Act Act 1049 of 1994 Samra no na entimenka eni ahoden eni hwe enti obia environmental problems ne galamsey hwan ne report ama EPA wo be kono kukukuku but emra no na aje waka ho. So, offer mining in the forest reserve by Act of Parliament, it is up to me in the Forestry Commission. Offer mining in the water bodies by Act of Parliament, it is Ranama Water Resource Commission. 2 million. Anna Minerals Commission, Anna 2 million one was a Ochiche in Sasia, you bet me a mining also. Afe District Assembly, Local Government Act, Emma, all the district, municipal, and metropolitan assemblies no to me said ye no wo jurisdiction no wo ho chaka. So these are the major emranema won kwan ma omu handle niema na ni nyina say a built environment and now say a natural environment e wo wura into we EPA. Yes, obi anim say EPA ya kan kakraka fefefe enti me call office na me draw for attention say this cannot work. But the sector minister, it started with First Minister, Professor Prof, and then Dr. Kwekwe Free, you two and among call cabinet subcommittee, could defend the Mekaise, Honorable Dan Buche, and the Honorable Kojokum, they were part of the meeting. So justice said, and the minister Tienia will see where you can. Namran Monkoyano for free. And lo and behold, President Emma blessing. Yes, I'm running for fraud. And no president is signed, I think January 5th, 2025.
Free office.
One of the last Debbie
look at 2 days.
Yes. And that's Sam running down. Sam Ranon can fight against illegal mining. Oh, yes, because I'm running.
Timrano Honor still illegal mining.
Yes, abandoning Yakudru. Say, obey said EPA Kutupanomo at their fight. Canon yes. Now, the woman didn't because that law gives EPA the power to arrest, prosecute as well, because there's a fiat from Attorney General's department. And the EPA can arrest, detain you, prosecute you in a court of law. On 9 police be or 9 will be able. And the EPA a quasi security institution as we speak. Now.
Okay.
One uniform be now. Oh, remember picture EPA has a uniform. Yes, introduced under Akufado's government. Now, Sam Rano, besides said obetimi etimi no. What it means is say obi ye galam say o asasi so ha. Now wo KOD una we DC ewo ahase EPA will arrest you
together with those who are
yes.
I didn't
because they say negligence of duty. EPA can go to court and cause for mandamus for you to go and stop them.
Okay.
Failure
to way we Ghana.
Me see EP Act 1124. EPA can arrest Minerals Commission.
I see.
EPA as it stands now can arrest OBPA who environmental crime and now offenses, and to make it even more better. International Court of Justice, Den Hague, I incorporate environmental crime and offenses within their jurisdiction. Internationally, who consider deforestation, between a trial
or Hague.
Who also illegal mining, between a trial who destroy water bodies, you can be tried. All right. Inti ya wamrano, the akaya kukudru.
The time right.
The time right.